Do you think you know everything about Germany? A country famous for luxury cars, lively beer festivals, magnificent castles, and a transportation system precise to the second? But is that all? Imagine you're leisurely walking through an old German street, admiring the stunning architecture, sipping a fresh beer, and suddenly you realize that everyone around you is staring at you without blinking. This isn't a scene from a psychological thriller. It's a real phenomenon in Germany. The staring culture has made many tourists feel uneasy when they first arrive. Or can you believe that Germans can reject your name if it doesn't comply with government regulations? What happens to those who try to give their children unique names? Not only does Germany have breathtaking landscapes, but it also has bizarre laws and mind-blowing events that are hard to believe. Are you ready to discover 12 shocking facts about Australia? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more fascinating stories. A paradise for nudists. This is one of the first things that comes to mind when people mention Germany. If you take a stroll through some parks in Berlin or Munich during summer, don't be too shocked to see middle-aged people with tanned skin, wearing only a hat, lying on the grass, completely naked. Nudity in Germany isn't new. This culture dates back to the 19th century, when being naked was considered an important part of a healthy lifestyle. It was believed that nudity allowed the body to connect directly with nature, bringing both physical and mental benefits. In the 1920s, while the rest of Europe was still wearing ankle-length clothing, Germany was ahead of its time by establishing the first nude beaches, where men and women could enjoy the sun freely without judgmental looks. In 1926, Adolf Koch founded the Berlin Nudist School, encouraging both men and women to practice nudism outdoors. Followers of this movement believed that being unclothed helped them achieve a balance between body and nature. Under Nazi rule, the FKK movement, short for Freikörperkultur, free body culture, was banned as it was considered morally degenerate. The authorities feared that the spread of nudism could undermine traditional values. However, in 1942, the ban was relaxed. The reason? Health experts discovered that direct exposure to sunlight had positive effects on health, particularly in helping the body synthesize vitamin D. After the war, nudism not only revived but also spread across both East and West Germany, despite the country's division. Surprisingly, even with ideological differences, both regions embraced nudism as part of their culture. In 1949, while many nations were still hesitant about public nudity, a group of FKK supporters founded the Free Body Culture Association. They fought for the right to be naked without fear of discrimination or legal consequences. Today, nudity is no longer limited to beaches or saunas. You might see naked sunbathers in parks, and there are even resorts dedicated to those who embrace this lifestyle. Germany is now considered one of the most open-minded countries regarding nudity, attracting not only locals, but also international visitors. If you visit Germany in the summer, I think you'll love it. Number 2, if you need men for a romantic date, then you haven't met German women. They are not only beautiful and independent, but also willing to pay for their own dates. With an average height of about 1.70 meters, German women look like runway models, confident and strong in their demeanor. But what truly makes them special isn't just their appearance. It's their mindset on equality in love and life. Don't be surprised if, on a first date, she suggests splitting the bill. In many countries, this might feel awkward, but for German women, it's a sign of respect and independence. A 2021 survey revealed that 90% of German women value financial independence. This means they don't expect men to provide for them and don't like men covering all expenses during dates. If you're dating a German woman, remember, she doesn't need you to pay for dinner. She needs a fun, meaningful evening with a genuine connection. This is a completely different mindset compared to many other countries, where men are often expected to take financial responsibility. In Germany, love and respect matter more than money. Imagine sitting across from a beautiful German woman, her eyes lighting up as she talks about her passions. When the bill arrives, she casually takes out her wallet and asks, "Shall we split it?" It would be a truly unique experience. Number 3, the German government can reject your name. It may sound unbelievable, but in Germany, you can't just name your child anything you want. If the name doesn't clearly indicate gender or is too unusual, the authorities have the right to reject it. Specifically, when parents register their child's name at the Standesamt, civil registry office, if the name does not clearly indicate gender, they may be asked to change it or provide a reasonable justification. If you are a girl, your name must have a feminine tone, and if you are a boy, your name must clearly express masculinity. This helps prevent confusion in administrative documents and legal records. Because of this, many German parents still prefer traditional names like Michael, Maria, or Anna to avoid complications and ensure the child's name complies with regulations. Number 4. Cash is king in Germany. If you're planning a trip to Germany and think you can use your credit card everywhere, be prepared to travel back in time to the cash era. In Germany, cash is not only common, it's an essential part of daily life. Germans have a special love for cash, particularly crisp euro bills and shiny coins. Despite the rise of digital payments, many Germans believe that using cash helps them manage their finances better, avoid credit card risks, and maintain privacy in transactions. Although ATMs are available everywhere, if you don't withdraw cash before heading out, you might run into trouble. Some restaurants, cafes, and small shops may refuse credit cards, forcing you to dig through your pockets for loose change. And if you go grocery shopping in Germany, don't forget to bring a €1 coin. Shopping carts are not free. They are locked and can only be accessed by inserting a €1 or 50-cent coin. This system ensures that carts are always returned to their designated spots. Also, plastic bags aren't free here. If you forget to bring a reusable bag, you'll have to pay extra for one. This isn't because Germans are stingy, it's because they prioritize environmental protection. In some cases, if you don't have a bag and don't want to buy one, you'll have to carry all your groceries in your arms and struggle to get them to your car. Not the most pleasant experience. So, if you visit Germany, be well prepared. Bring cash, a €1 coin, and a reusable bag. Otherwise, you might experience a serious culture shock. Number 5. German toilets are different. If you think all toilets around the world function the same way, prepare for a culture shock when you visit Germany. Here, they have a truly unique toilet design that has left many tourists stunned. Open the toilet lid and you might notice something strange. Instead of a smooth surface leading straight into the water, German toilets often have a flat shelf to catch your final product. You rub your eyes, wondering, am I seeing this correctly? But no, you're not mistaken. Older German toilets actually have a shallow shelf at the back, with the drain hole positioned at the front. This means your creation will be sitting right there in full view instead of disappearing immediately. Sounds strange? The Germans actually have 2 main reasons for designing toilets this way. First, it helps minimize water splashing while using the toilet. Second, it allows users to inspect their product before flushing, helping them assess their health based on color and shape. If you're health conscious, this might actually be a useful feature. But if you're not used to this design, you'll definitely find yourself in an awkward situation. And that's not the worst part. The real issue is the smell. When the final product doesn't immediately get flushed away but sits on a shelf instead, the odor can spread faster and linger longer, making the experience even more uncomfortable. Because of these unwanted side effects, modern German households have gradually transitioned to contemporary toilet designs similar to those used worldwide. However, these display shelf toilets can still be found in many places, especially in older buildings or traditional homes. If you plan to visit Germany and encounter one of these designs, don't panic. Just remember, it's part of the country's cultural quirks. It's slightly uncomfortable, but definitely an experience worth having, if you're brave enough. Number 6. Lost something? Look up at the trees. If you've ever lost an item and thought it was gone forever, don't worry. In Germany, if you drop a glove, a beanie, or even an umbrella, there's a unique way to get it back. Look up at the trees. Sounds unbelievable? In Germany, tree trunks aren't just for shade or decoration. They also serve as outdoor lost and found stations. The Germans follow a golden rule. If you find something, hang it on a tree. This makes it easier for the owner to retrieve their lost item instead of searching the entire city. No matter how expensive or luxurious the lost item may be, no one rushes to claim it as their own. Instead, they carefully pick it up, find a sturdy branch, and hang it there neatly. Many first-time visitors to Germany are often puzzled, wondering, who on earth hangs stuff on trees? But once they understand the tradition, they realize it's a beautiful custom that reflects the respect and kindness of the German people. Number 7. The German stare. Imagine taking a peaceful walk down a quiet street and the sky is clear, the air is fresh, and you enjoy every step on the cobblestone pavement. But suddenly, a cold gaze from a second-floor apartment locks onto you. You turn around, an elderly woman sits by the window, saying nothing, showing no emotion, just staring directly at you. A strange chill runs down your spine. Did you do something wrong? Or is she thinking something about you? You continue walking, trying to ignore it. But at the train station, the same thing happens. Only this time, it's a different person staring. Welcome to Germany, where staring isn't just an unconscious habit, it's part of the culture. Many foreigners are shocked when they first experience the intense stares in Germany. They feel confused, awkward, or even uncomfortable, as if every move is being watched. The German stare is so piercing that tourists have given it a nickname, the Staring of Doom. But why do Germans do this? The answer is simple: they don't mean any harm. In Germany, staring is a form of nonverbal communication, a way to observe the world openly without hiding curiosity. If you think you're being judged or scrutinized, you're not. They aren't staring at you because you look strange or weird. They're just looking. Number 8. The Beer Nation. When talking about Germany, if you don't mention beer, you're making a huge mistake. In Germany, beer is not just a drink, it's a cultural symbol, a national pride, and an essential part of daily life. Germany ranks third in the world for beer consumption, with an astonishing figure, 9 billion liters of beer per year. That means, on average, every German, young and old, drinks about 100 liters of beer annually. If you walk into a beer hall in Germany, don't make the mistake of ordering beer verbally. Here, body language is just as important. Want to order 1 beer? Hold up your thumb. 2 beers? Add your index finger. If you get it wrong, you might accidentally order 5 beers without realizing it. Another interesting fact: in Germany, beer is sometimes cheaper than bottled water. With just $1, you can get a 0.5-liter beer. So if you see Germans drinking beer instead of water at a restaurant, don't be surprised. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, beer fits any occasion. Unlike in many countries where beer is reserved for evenings or parties, in Germany people are happy to raise a glass at any time of the day. But talking about German beer without mentioning Oktoberfest would be a crime. Oktoberfest is the world's largest beer festival, held every September in Munich, attracting over 6 million visitors from around the world. Each year, over 7 million liters of beer are consumed at Oktoberfest, a crazy number. If you lined up all the beer mugs used in the festival, they would stretch over 300 kilometers. But Oktoberfest isn't just about beer. It's a cultural event featuring grand parades, live music, and an endless selection of traditional German delicacies like bratwurst sausages, giant pretzels, and crispy roasted pork. So, if you're planning a trip to Germany, prepare your liver and get ready to raise your glass, because here, beer isn't just beer, it's part of the German soul. Number 9. Luxury cars for garbage collection? When talking about Germany, we can't forget world-class car brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, and Volkswagen. Normally, a Mercedes-Benz is a symbol of wealth and luxury. But in Germany, it's not just for executives. It's also used for garbage collection. Sounds odd? Not really. This isn't just about national pride in German-made cars, but also a reflection of the German philosophy. Quality always comes first, whether for city driving or waste management. How does it feel to see a car that, in many countries, is reserved for wealthy businessmen being used to collect trash in the most elegant way possible? In Germany, having a high-quality vehicle doesn't mean it's only for the rich. It can serve any purpose, as long as it ensures efficiency. Next time you're in Germany, keep an eye on the streets, and don't be too shocked if you see a Mercedes-Benz S-Class or a BMW 7 Series not carrying VIP passengers, but diligently collecting garbage like a silent worker. Number 10. Football. More than a sport. If you think football soccer is just a game, then you've never been to Germany. Here, football is not just a sport, it's a religion, a national pride, and the heartbeat of the entire country. Germans don't just love football, they live and breathe football. The passion of the fans doesn't stop at the 90 minutes on the pitch. It spreads into every street, every beer hall, and every conversation. German football fans are incredibly loyal. They don't just support their teams for a few years. Their love for football is passed down from generation to generation, from parents to children, from grandparents to grandchildren. And this loyalty isn't just about love, it comes with deep rivalries. If you're a Bayern Munich fan, never say anything good about Borussia Dortmund in front of a Bayern supporter. On the other hand, if you are a Borussia Dortmund fan, be careful when visiting Munich, where Dortmund's black and yellow colors are deeply hated. Here, some friendships can even be strained just because of different football loyalties. If you've never experienced the football atmosphere in Germany, try it at least once. Join the crowd, chant the victory songs with them, and you'll understand why football in Germany is not just a sport, it's a way of life. And remember, if you choose to support a team, be careful with your decision. In Germany, you're not just cheering for a club, you're declaring your loyalty to an entire football family. Number 11. Punctuality is a must. In many places around the world, being a few minutes late may be considered normal. But in Germany, being late can immediately make a bad impression. Here, punctuality is not just a habit, it's an unspoken rule of society. Germans believe that respecting time means respecting others. If you have a business meeting or an important appointment, always arrive at least 5 minutes early. To Germans, being late, even by 2 to 3 minutes, can be seen as disrespectful and unprofessional. In the workplace, being late is completely unacceptable unless you have a very valid reason. But don't worry too much. If you're meeting friends for coffee, the rule can be a little more relaxed. In informal situations, you can arrive on time or even 2 to 5 minutes late, as long as it's a casual gathering without time pressure. However, this is a rare exception. If you're attending a dinner party or an important event, the best advice is to be on time or even 5 minutes early. Arriving late not only makes you stand out negatively, but can also disrupt the host's plans and the experience of other guests. Some people jokingly say that Germans are born with an internal clock that is accurate to the second, and that's not far from the truth. In a country known for efficiency, punctuality is a key factor in maintaining order in society. Number 12. Germany's generous parental benefits. Imagine a German woman having 2 children back to back and not having to work for 10 years yet still receiving a stable salary and allowances. Sounds unbelievable? In Germany, this is 100% real. Germany has one of the most generous parental support policies in the world. The government ensures that parents can take extended leave without worrying too much about finances. When a woman in Germany gives birth, she is entitled to up to 3 years of maternity leave, with strong state support. But that's not all. If she has a second child within a year and a half after the first, she gets another 3 years of maternity leave. That means she can stay home raising children for a total of 6 years. But what shocks the world is this. Even while staying home to care for their children, mothers still receive a salary. During maternity leave, they receive 65 to 67% of their monthly salary, something very few countries can offer. And that's not all. Every child born in Germany receives a government allowance of $214 per month. And this support continues until the child turns 25 years old, as long as they are still studying. Imagine this. A family with 2 children, where both the mother and the children receive monthly financial support, ensuring a comfortable life without financial stress. In many countries, having children comes with a huge financial burden. But in Germany, the government actively encourages it with extremely generous benefits. This also explains why German women feel more comfortable and confident in balancing motherhood and their careers. And it's not just women. Fathers also have the right to parental leave. In Germany, men can take time off work to care for their children while still receiving benefits, ensuring families get support from both parents. Looking at these generous policies, it's easy to see why Germans feel secure when starting a family and why they can dedicate quality time to raising their children without economic pressure. That concludes our journey through 12 of the most fascinating and unusual facts about Germany. Which one surprised you the most? Would you be willing to experience life in Germany with these unique cultural aspects? Let us know in the comments. The video ends here. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can bring you even more intriguing and emotional stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.